Okay, so let me walk you through how I got this banger 1 to 4, almost zero drawdowns on gold today. So in a sense, this strategy is called Accumulation Manipulation Distribution, aka known as CRT. I'm going to do a replay so you can see the decisions that I made and what caused me to take this trade, right? So in a sense, we're on the 50-minute time frame now, but I'm going to go back to a higher time frame because that's what you do to know what the market is doing. So I went ahead and marked the high, the lows. This high and this low is the market structure. In a sense, this high created this low, right? So I marked those areas. Also checked on the 4 time frame, basically the same thing. Back down to the 5-minute, 50-minute time frame. That's where I basically look for my entries. This was actually 5 a.m. That's before New York session. Don't trade London session too much. So at this time I wasn't really in the market, right? What I'm looking for in a sense is something like this, some form of a sweep of this level, a retest, and perhaps something like this. See what it does. Something similar to this. Okay, we're gonna speed it up just a bit. It's currently 6:30. It's currently let's pause it right there. So it's currently 7 a.m. That's technically New York session my time, Jamaican time. So on the 50-minute time frame, in a sense we can see that the market is pumping, shows bullish structure, but we're not gonna really think about FOMO, fear of missing out. We're just gonna mark out what we see. In a sense, what I see here is this candle, swept liquidity. So I'm gonna mark the top of that candle. So the top of that candle represent a shift of market shift. So the market shift from acting like a sell, manipulation, taking out all of these early buyers, right, to then we're still looking for a retest. So this is phase 1 where this does the manipulation. This gives us our push back into the zone, this zone, this right here, this box. So in a sense, even though it's pumping, we still can get an entry if it falls back down and retests our market structure shift. So let's put it on a 5-minute time frame so you can see what I'm saying. Okay, so this candle right here did the manipulation, right? So let's just let it play out, see what happens. In a sense, we would basically have something like this right here. Reason why I would enter immediately was because I'm not entering before New York session, right? So what I did, I had set my stop loss and entry limit order TP. In a sense, I had went away from the chart so I could play out because I didn't want my own psychology to affect this trade, right? I'm already prepared to lose this amount if the trade goes against me. So end of the day, we did our analysis. We had the high right here, we had the low right here. In the middle of this, it's a range in a sense, one big range. This in a sense is manipulation right here. This in a sense right here is our retest to give us our distribution. So this is distribution right here. Already at this level where price went here, I would already either move my stop loss to break even, take out a bit of cash. It went ahead and give us a retest. Like I said, I set it and I left it so it could play out. So to have zero possibility of me setting it up, so it's playing out, was that in a nutshell, right? Mark your highs, mark your lows. Those are called area of interest. Wait for either a manipulation of the sell side, the lows, or a manipulation of the highs, buy side. any direction it wants to go to, it will first take out the opposite side. So in a sense, if it wants to do a sell, in a sense it will first take out the highs in the form of a fake out or manipulation. I ready to call it manipulation, easier to understand. The moment where the market closed below the high that swept liquidity, aka the candle that manipulated liquidity, aka the candle that started the fake out. So price closed below it. So in a sense we can call it a market structure shift. So the market changed structure to the downside. Alright? So in a sense we can put our limit order here. Price tends to use either here or here as resistance. If it breaks here, in a sense, is what it is, right? So this is how a sell will be also established. So let's see what happened. In a sense, right here, most traders will get in FOMO. Perhaps they'll enter here. Perhaps they'll enter here. Fear of missing out, you know. But that's bad psychology. Sometimes you have to do your analysis and just set what you're setting and let it play out. At this point, I'm not even in the market. I'm away doing something. This is basically 8 o'clock my time. So I'm just basically making breakfast or doing something, you know. I have my alerts right here, my limit order, everything right there. Boom, I'm tapped in. I'm literally tapped in right there. Right? Boom. Literally. Yeah, in a sense that's what happened. Clean, 1 to 4. Easy peasy. Doesn't really get easier than that.